Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Uchenna. In this video, I want to talk about 7 signs of self-sabotage. Why it's important, of course, is because we sabotage ourselves when we're trying to move forward, when we're trying to make change in our lives. And self-sabotage, just simply indicates that we are drifting back towards the old patterns that we're used to. We are stopping ourselves from moving forward. We're creating roadblocks to inhibit our advancement towards the changed outcome. And I feel everybody's going through this. Not everybody, well, a lot of people, and myself mainly. Yeah, so it's very easy to backslide, as they say, in Christian tradition. Backsliding just means instead of going forward, we are now moving backwards, uh, going back to those old patterns. So why do we do that? Why do we sabotage ourselves and sabotage our progress? Now, it's not something you're going to cure or remove. It's something you just have to deal with and manage because it's a mental issue. First, the first thing I have to say is that we have a fear of being who we are. And that's why we backslide to who we know we were before and who we're already comfortable being with. The being that we are comfortable as tempts us back. A lot of temptations come, to go back to what you were doing before. And a lot of things trigger this. So the problem is that what you're looking for, might not even be really change per se, but it might just be an opportunity to go back to what you were doing before. So it's difficult to know if anybody can really change. If you put the conditions again that will trigger your past behaviors and your past reactions, that's when you know if you have really changed or not. So going into solitude is not really it's not a test of character. It's when you come back into that environment that triggers you. That's when you know if you have really made any advancements or not. So one, there's a fear of being who we are. It's hard to even tell who we are, but we know that we can do more than what we're doing. So if we can remove this conditioning, of trying to fit in, of trying to make people accept us for whatever reason it is, yeah, then we have a chance of beating this self-sabotage. So self-sabotage, the first sign is that you're trying to go back to who you were before. You're trying to go back to your comfort zone. You're afraid of leaving the comfort zone. Then number two is that you feel that you're undeserving of whatever new or what change you want to make, what vision you have for your life, who you know you are. You don't believe that you deserve what comes with it. So yeah, it's real. Then number three is that you see that you're trying to fit in. To fit in means to be accepted by people, to be accepted by so-called people that you respect, or people on social media, people around you, society, people that have expectations of you. Yeah, those are the places that we try to fit in, so that we will belong and not be ostracized from those cliques or cults or whatever name you decide to give to it. So when you're trying to fit in to what your friends are doing, you know, what your family expects of you, you know you're self-sabotaging because you know you're not being your real self. Then, yeah, number 4 has to do with the same thing again, is the fear of rejection. That means being afraid of being rejected by those people that you respect. I think, yeah, it's related to the last one I just spoke about. The fear of rejection, you know, is what makes us to sabotage ourselves. And there's a lot of pressure on us to do certain things: societal pressure, family pressure, peer pressure, so many kinds of pressures, academic pressure, all I call it. Yeah, all those pressures on you, you know, to conform, to be what you're expected to be. Yeah, they ignite that fear of rejection, the fear of going it alone. That's where we start self-sabotaging again. So even if you have started, like, most people start, you know, a journey of trying to get to somewhere, but along the way, all these factors I mentioned, you know, they combine to draw you back into your comfort zone and away from from what you were doing. Then there's the fear of success too. So some people, a lot of people, are really afraid to succeed for various reasons. You know, they fear that, you know, they won't be able to handle it. What am I going to do if I succeed? I'm going to be discovered as a fraud. People are not going to respect. I don't have anything to offer. These are the things that we tell ourselves. I don't have anything to offer anybody, you know, if I succeed. So it's better for me to stay in a place where I'm comfortable, where nobody sees me, where I can hide. Yep. So number 6 is the fear of failure. It's the opposite of the fear of success, but not much of a difference there. The difference is that in this way, you're afraid of failing, and that's why you don't move forward. You're afraid that what you're going to do, um, that you're not going to succeed in what you want to do, and therefore you pull out from the process. A lot of people start and they move, like they get to, like, they're actually moving forward, and then that fear creeps up, the fear of failure, because it's a process, and in that process you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have reasons not to move forward, and those mistakes are going to form like a barricade for you on your journey. And when you see, you know, when you make those mistakes, you know, the feedback you get brings up that fear, you know, of failing, fear of shame, and you draw back again and go back to the beginning instead of continuing on your journey. Then the last but not the least one is perfectionism, trying to be perfect in everything you do, which is like fear of failure too. When we try to be perfect, when we're waiting for conditions to be perfect before we do something, you know you have accumulated all these fears already, and you're just deceiving yourself, because nothing is ever going to be perfect. Nothing ever is going to be perfect. So we must just keep on moving, despite what things feel like. We must keep moving outside our comfort zone. The key is to be outside the comfort zone all the time. Always be outside the comfort zone. Don't stay inside. That's my message for today. And I will see you guys again on another video. Thank you and goodbye.